Well, firefighters respond to more fires during December and January than any other months of the year. As many of you will prepare a holiday meal this week, we want to welcome Sharon Cooksey, fire safety expert for Kidde. You're going to share some reminders related to cooking as well as entertainment.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for letting me be here.
So what are some of the most common reasons that we end up with fires during the season?
So we see a spike over the holidays. In fact, over the winter holidays, there are 47,000 fires on average just in that compressed timeline, right? In those couple of weeks. Yeah. So the main culprits are holiday decorations, like you see
these
here.
Lights here.
Yes, holiday trees or Christmas trees. Believe it or not, children cause a spike in fires over the winter holidays. Candles and cooking.
And cooking.
Yes.
And so I know you brought some of these lights here, but even just the fire extinguisher, you say that there's a special place that you do need to keep it so you actually have access to it.
Absolutely. So a kitchen fire extinguisher should be placed behind you as you're cooking, and there's a real reason for it. So imagine you're at the stove and there's a pot here and it catches on fire. The last thing that we want you to do is to reach over the fire and potentially burn yourself in the process. So keep it behind you and just imagine it, just a quick turn and maybe a step or two, grab it, pull the pin, aim, spray, and sweep.
Yeah, I never really think about something like that, and you don't want to have to be in that position. But
Yes, exactly, but it's a really great tip. And by the way, half of all fires start in the kitchen. And 60-ish% start on the stove top. So it's really important to place a fire extinguisher in the kitchen.
And what about when it comes to cleaning the oven? You say that's really important?
It's super important. Here's why. Because if you think about the stuff that dripped off your last meal, you know, the fats, the residue, the greases, if you don't clean it, the next time you go to turn the stove on, those fats can easily ignite, and that can cause a serious kitchen fire.
Yeah, we've got some of the tips on the screen right now in removing fire hazards from countertops and also smoke alarms. I mean, I think we hear it so often. Maybe people become, including myself, complacent sometimes.
Yeah.
And you got to remember to check the batteries, and of course, placement of them is important too.
Placement, at least one on every floor. We highly recommend one in the bedroom and one in the hallway outside the bedroom. But the really thing that we want to press is that all smoke alarms, every smoke alarm needs to be replaced at least every 10 years. And I hear all the time, but mine's hardwired, it doesn't need to be replaced. It does. If you've changed the batteries, at 10 years it needs to be replaced. It's an easy check, just on a simple twist off the bracket on the back of the alarm, there's a manufacturing date. Just add 10 years to it.
And we've just got about 30 seconds left, but something really simple too when you're talking about candles.
Absolutely. So consider flameless candles, remove that fire hazard from the home, and also with holiday lighting, make sure to check the box and see how many to install, but a good rule of thumb is no more than 3 strings together.
All right, good to know. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Kidde. We'll have more information, those tips on our website, WXYZ.com. Just check the scene on 7 section. Have a great Friday and a great weekend, everyone.